did, but it wouldn't go. Okay, go.
So evidently, when you're running a camera, you have to hit the start button.
You get the couch tonight.
My name is PCC Cantola. I'm the past council chair. And this is my phone number. I also have it up here if you want to take a copy it down. If you need to talk to me or call me at any time, please feel free. If I don't answer the phone, leave a message and I'll call you back. Okay? So, let's go through, and that's the wrong direction. Let's introduce ourselves in the club. So, start with you, since you're the new one.
Hi, my name is Gia, and I just dragged the wrong room for her.
That's nice. That's nice.
So you've been kidnapped.
Yeah.
I'm Pragya. I'm the membership chair for the San Francisco Unified Lions Club, and it's my first year doing this stuff. So I think I was here for a membership chair training, but I'm here.
You were once before. So welcome, you're from Unified. Mel?
I'm Lion Mel, membership chair of the San Bruno Lions Club. Nice to see you.
I'm Grace Liu, I'm the incoming secretary, I hope. I'm totally overwhelmed, I'm wondering.
You'll get used to it about next June.
I'm Vicky Palomar. I'm actually service chair for my club, San Francisco Premier, but I want to attend the membership orientation.
I'm Ram Malayan. I'm from South San Francisco Golden Gate Lions Club. I was the president and still the president.
Recycled.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Julie Kiamba with San Francisco Cosmopolitan. I am currently a membership chair and incoming, I guess, second VP. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, thank you.
I'm Lion Angel Louie. I'm the founder of San Francisco Cosmopolitan Lions Club and a co-founder of San Francisco Unified Lions Club.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Ray Satore. I've been a member of the Daly City Host Lions Club for the past 22 years. And in fact, I got a letter from the Lion International President Fabricio Oliveira citing me for my milestone Chevron Award.
Oh,
And
how
I'm
many
happy-
years is that, Ray?
Congratulations.
And before I go further, I never recognized Emil Cantola because of your bird. Because last time I saw you was about 50 years ago.
Yeah, been a while.
And she was
Been a
always
while.
active with Daly City before. I remember you keep on going in the Daly City Host Club. I remember that.
Yeah,
Those were the days.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, you're the youngest in membership.
Yes, yeah.
Mel's the oldest. He's been here
43.
43? I've only been here 40, so I'm still young too. So today we're going to go under orientation and go over who are the Lions, your club, district and multiple district, and Lions Clubs International. Who are Lions? Well, there's 1,340,000 members worldwide. We're in over 200 countries, over 48,000 Lions clubs throughout the world. If you do any travel and you go overseas, before you go overseas, contact the Lions Club wherever you're going. And you'll be surprised on how much they're willing to help you in that country. We went to China one year and we had some of the Lions over there took us on a trip to the Great Wall. Kind of cool.
That's true.
So it's interesting. Lions are every place and they're more than willing to take and help you, show you around, and they won't pay for your hotel room, but that's okay.
I agree, yeah.
it is interesting going around the world and seeing different Lions clubs. Normally, your Lions Club your way, it doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. All it means is that you can do whatever service projects your club wants. So it's up to your club to do the service projects. So you still have to follow the Constitution for Lions Clubs International, follow the Constitution for the district, and the club constitution, unless you have a constitution for your club, you would follow the one for the club constitution in Lions Clubs International. There are some things in the Constitution you cannot change, and that one of them is membership, classifications of memberships. That's set by Lions Clubs International. You cannot add membership classifications or change membership classifications, requirements, or qualifications. That's set. So we have a vision statement. Vision statement is to be a global leader in community and humanitarian services, to empower volunteers to serve their communities and meet humanitarian needs. How many people here join Lions Clubs for international, multiple district or district? My guess is nobody. You join a Lions Club because of the local Lions Club and what they do and how they serve. You want to help your local community. The other stuff, international, district, multiple district, that'll all come later. You know, you'll find out that it's a bigger organization than just yourself and your and your local Lions Club. And there's a lot of things you can do outside of your district or outside of your local that makes it a very dynamic organization. Anyway, our motto is we serve. Slogan is liberty, intelligence, our nation safety. I prefer a different one on the slogan. Loving individuals, offering needed services. That's more of a descriptive of what we do.
Loving individuals? What was yours? Your slogan?
Loving individuals, offering needed services. Code of ethics has a code of ethics which set the standards that Lions should aspire to adhere to. And I was looking at the sign over here, you belong here. And that pretty much says a lot on what Lions are. We're supposed to be here not only to serve our community, but to choose kindness and working with other people. It's not supposed to be confrontation. It's not supposed to be picky BS. Did I pronounce that right? So, we're here to serve and help each other. You know, when I first joined Lions, I started we did a program for a student speaker. Quite frankly, I made mistakes. I didn't take in contact with schools soon enough, and there are a couple other issues that we ran across, and the student speaker contest didn't work out well at all. That was my fault. One of the older Lions, after the contest, came up to me and he says, you know, I'm sorry, we really let you down. I saw you were having problems, but we didn't come up and help you. He blamed himself and not me. That really made me feel good because although I was responsible, he came up and talked to me and made me feel better. And it made me have more pride. Of course, the next time I did something, I did much better, paid more attention. So that's the way Lions is supposed to work. No pointing fingers. No saying, "Ah, God, they screwed up again." That's not appropriate in the Lions Club. You shouldn't do it to your spouse, your kids, your family. You shouldn't do it at a Lions Club either. Okay? So, you'll find out as we go through this. I drift off now and then. District 4C4, 55 clubs. That's not right. We have 59.
No, it's not 55. Well,
55.
we're gonna have 3 more
55
so.
right now.
coming up.
And we had 1,800 when I did this. I think it's more like 1,750 now. So our district runs from the Golden Gate Bridge to Palo Alto. So your club is in that district. You're one of the 55. Most clubs have, well, all the clubs have a president. They don't have immediate past president. Some clubs have vice presidents, not all. They have a secretary, treasurer, membership chair, marketing, communication, service person, line table, and tail twister. That's common in all Lions Club. It changes some because sometimes the secretary and treasurer are combined into one position. Easy to do with a smaller club, not so easy when you get a couple $100,000 through your account on and secretary is going. So it's smaller clubs, it's easier having them combined. Larger clubs, it's more difficult. So each club has their own traditions. Your club, your way. I mentioned that earlier. However, does not mean you can do what you want. We all are subject to Constitution and bylaws from Lions Clubs International, as well as our policy and procedure manual. Same thing for the district. All clubs and members are subject to the Constitution and bylaws of the district, as well as the policy and procedure manuals. So your club, your way refers more towards you as a member are responsible for the programs you do. So if you see a need in your community, bring it to your board. Talk to them and start a project to take and support that need. That's what your club, your way means. So you're not tied down to taking and doing these 5 projects. And that's the way you've been doing it for the last 500 years, and you're not gonna change. That's it. We tried that before and it didn't work. We don't wanna try it again. No. If you see a need in your community as a Lion, try and fill that need. So take it to the board and ask them for support on taking and doing a project or making payments or doing something to take and fill that need in your community. That's why we're here. So each club's officers are elected on an annual basis. The club president appoints a nominating committee in March. The committee selects candidates for each office. And in April, the club votes in April. The term begins July 1st and ends June 30th. So,
Bill,
yeah,
in as much as we have a very limited time here, membership is supposed to attract members. So why don't we just be direct in our approach? I'm just speaking aloud. Meaning those are supposedly the president's role and the board. What we can do is, why are we becoming, Why do we have to attract members? Why do we have to put more members?
Why bring in more?
Yes. To me, it's
Many
not
hands.
essential, because this discussion is, I know, is very important, but
So,
the point is, this
Yes.
is supposed to be board members' role.
Okay.
Members
so,
committee
yes,
only.
this is part of the membership
I understand,
orientation.
but we don't have time.
Well,
You don't
we'll
have
run
only
into
1
more,
hour to this.
well, we'll run into more in the membership in a little bit.
Yeah.
But first, I'm doing the
We have
orientation
to
portion.
be more direct, just like a bullet information that we are supposed to attend here.
Well,
Just
We'll-
like, why
we'll
do
go-
I have to, why to have attract a member? Not
Well-
because of the constitution bylaws, but because we have to have a good fellowship, mutual understanding, friendship. These are the essential being a member, Your Honor, and that's why
You're right.
I'm saying this.
you're right, that is
We
essential
cannot go
for good
into
membership.
detail, we don't have time.
In the beginning of the program, I mentioned that this is for a membership orientation and not
Mhm.
get more into membership
That's
later
right.
on. So this is a portion that's a membership orientation. I'm trying to explain some of the things that the club is supposed to do on an annual basis. And that includes some of the officer training as well. So it is a combination of that. So I know what you're saying, but I'll get more into membership in a little bit,
Okay.
okay? So term begins July 1st. So if a president takes over on July 1st, that doesn't mean he has to start everything July 1st. There's a lot of planning that takes into account prior to July 1st. Like, where your committees are gonna be. Yeah, your club will form committees to do various projects. And that's part of a membership role, to accept some of these committees, so it helps the club out. And it gets you more familiar with how the club runs and what they do and how they do it. So, if you're gonna be ready, you're supposed to be ready to start your term on July 1st. You can't do that if you start picking your committees on July 1st. You have to be able to pick them earlier. The current president has to let you do some things prior to their term is over. I know it seems like a conflict, but it makes it so it's easier for him to get, or her, to start their term when they should be starting it, instead of coming in July and not really starting until August or September, because they don't have all the committees ready. See what I mean? So, membership, we have membership keys, chevrons, there's sponsor recognition and extension awards. So, the more you bring in a member and they're here for a year and a day, you get a membership key award. If you bring in 2 members, you get a key. If you bring in 5 members, you get a key. And then I think it's divisible by 5 or 10.
Oh, fine.
So, so you get chevrons for the number of years of service. It's like multiples of, I think it's 5 years, 10 years, and then every 10 years after that, or every 5 years after that. So, like Mel has one for 40 years of service, he didn't get one for 41, 42, or 43. He's gotta wait another year or 2 before he gets one for 45.
Oh, wait.
Question here, because we have our membership chair, she sponsor a lot, so those awards will be sent to her or to the secretary?
To where?
Where? No, well,
To the governor.
the chevrons are sent to the district governor.
Oh, okay.
And the district governor will do 1 or 2 things. He'll present them on his visitation, or he will take and distribute them to the club so they could make a presentation within their own club for it. If you're a line member with multiples of 5 years and you haven't received an award, like if Mel hadn't received his 40th anniversary award, he can go to the line, to the district governor or district secretary and say, hey, I never received my award. Maybe there was a mistake, maybe it was sent to the wrong district, or maybe the governor misplaced it or whatever, so they'll make sure that he gets one. Okay, so membership sponsor recognition. Our club has sponsored 5 Lions clubs in the past. And each time we sponsor a Lions club, as long as it's a Lions club for a year and a day, we'll get recognition from Lions Clubs International that we sponsored that club. Extension awards, same thing. So, what are your key projects? They're different for every club. Our club, Chinatown, their key project is a teen program that we start in October that culminates into a banquet or a dinner in April of the following year. And this year we raised net after all expenses over $51,000 that we gave back to the community this month. So San Bruno key project, I would say, would be the Posey Parade.
No, that's not a fundraiser.
That's not a fundraiser, but it's a project.
Yeah, it's a project.
It's a service project.
Or fireworks.
Yeah, that's a good fundraiser. They raise over 10 grand on fireworks.
Which we're selling right now today at the parade.
There's a huge difference between projects and service. Projects are fireworks sale. Service would be more like the Posey Parade, the parade for kids.
Feeding.
How many years?
83.
So San Bruno's done a Posey Parade for the last 83 years. It varies from club to club on what your services are. Talk to your members and find out what your projects are during the year.
Excuse me. The
Why?
fireworks you said?
Yeah.
Isn't it a fundraiser?
Yeah, it's a fundraiser.
Is it a fundraiser?
Yeah. So, benefits of membership. Yeah, when I was in high school, there were 3 people who got up and did a speech, one from the Lions, one from the Rotary, and one from the Kiwanis, and they said, you know, service will give you something that no other organization can. They'll give you heart. And being in the class, of course, I was 16, 17 years old, and already I knew everything. And my question was, what's it in for me? I never did join the Lions Club until 1984, which was several years after high school. But when you see that kid smile from providing something he didn't have or couldn't get, where kid comes up and tugs on your arm and says, thank you for helping my sister, and that, you know, those are things you remember. So that's basically why we're Lions, is for those moments where we help someone, whether they know it or not, thank us or not, but it's for that feeling we get. Lions is not a cheap organization. We pay dues. You know, international MD4 and 4C4, we pay, what, $70 now?
75?
Yeah. So some clubs only have $100 dues. That's actually cheaper than a lot of other organizations. But what do you get for it? Well, you get that feeling for helping someone else, that good feeling for just helping someone that they can't do for themselves. And you get to be part of a global community for good. That's basically what Lions do. The district, the club, international provides you tools and resources so you can do a better job on your service. As an example, student speaker contests. We have a student speaker contest every year. The students get $100,000 in total scholarships on an annual basis. It costs the club $100 for providing the first contest for the winner, plus $85 for the district, I think it is now. But that student, if they go all the way through the chain, through the club, through the district, through the region,
Zone, region,
to the, or to the district, and then area, and then California, they will end up with $100,000 worth of scholarships. That's a lot of money for a kid. That's something that the district and multiple district and organizations provide you as a line to help provide scholarships. There's leadership opportunities, like these classes, or some of the other ones you've on.
for today, presidents, treasurer.
No,
Oh,
outside of the
Oh,
office
outside.
training.
yeah, regional leadership, emerging
So,
lines.
Emerging lines.
Emerging lines. There's several classes that are held throughout the year. And each one of them will help you not only as a lion, they'll take and help you become better at your job or whatever your profession is. There's also classes online that you can go over and teach you how to do projects and how to do different services, how to take and develop your club, and with a lot of different programs. So, the leadership opportunities are a lot. Satisfaction and joy of helping those in need, that's what I mentioned earlier. Networking opportunities with local and international community leaders. I mentioned earlier we gave out $50-some thousand this year for for different organizations within our community. We do that every year based on the teen program and how much money it gets. This year we were lucky, we got 50,000. You know, that all goes back to the community. We get to look at different community organizations that are helping our community and helping the citizens within our community or those in need. And we're able to help those as well. So you get to meet a lot of very nice people. Friendships, fellowships, and service-minded people. When you join a Lions Club, you get a lot of help from the individual Lions to help you progress, help you do projects, give you support on growing, not only as a Lion, but as an individual. So, you get the respect and credibility of being a Lion. Actually, being a Lion in the United States isn't really that expensive. I spend more on coffee for Yvonne than I do it more for my dues. Well, maybe not. She won a gift card for Starbucks, and so I've been using the gift card, and she says, but it's my gift card.
Thank you, Yvonne.
But Mel and I have been enjoying your gift card.
You're welcome.
But there's a lot of benefits from being a Lion.
When and where.
So you do what you can do. I can't do every project in the club. One, there are things I'm not good at, and I try to stay away from that because all I will do is make a mess of things. So I do what I can when I can. There's, like going to the convention. This year we had a family outing, so I ended up going to that as opposed to going to the event. Yep, getting up there. So you do what you can when you can. So your total dues are 18 for the multiple district, 1440 for the district, and $50 starting in July for the international. So your activities and your charity fund, you should set up a budget at the beginning of the year so you know what you need to raise and what you can give away or what you can do to support your community. That gives you an authorization to do those projects. So, I'm skipping over part of this. District and multiple district is what we do not join Lions Clubs for, so. I'm pushing the wrong button, all right, going the wrong direction. So you can start a district. You need at least 1,250 members or with 35 clubs. Each district has a district governor. Multiple districts have 2 or more districts get together and form a multiple. The multiple provides some services that the districts are not able to take and provide on their own. Scholarship program is one of them. Training is one of them. So our multiple district is MD4. That is basically the all of California. Our district is 4C4. That's San Francisco to Palo Alto. District Governor, Clayton Jolly, soon to be past District Governor. District Governor-elect or first Vice District Governor would be Cindy Zane, Jimmy Ness for second, Denise Kelly is a Cabinet Secretary, and I believe she is next year also. Treasurers, Rich Beakey, who's next year?
Rich Lee.
Rich Lee.
Who's the treasurer for the next?
Richly.
Rich Lee,
Rich
next year.
next year? This year?
We have
In a couple days.
In a couple days, this year.
district
July 1st.
chairpersons, we have district chairs we have 6 of them, and zone chairs. Each club will have a zone chair who's responsible for 2 to 5 clubs, and they help the club with any problems they have. The region chair basically works with the zone chairs to help them do their job. We have a council of governors. Our council chair this year is Kevin Guess. And he's having a lot of fun. We have a global action team who has responsibilities. The leader of global action team basically goes over the leadership, membership, extension, and community services with support for the clubs from the district. So GMT is a global membership team. They provide membership services to the clubs. Leadership provides training programs for the clubs. Service team provides help with clubs providing or entering their services within the portal and helping them with service projects. Extension team works as the, getting information and starting new clubs. You notice each of them has team, extension team, service team. That means it's not just one person. There may be one person who's leading it and responsible for it, but they don't do it on their own. They have help.
I have some questions.
Sure.
The Global Extension Team, what is the responsibility of them?
The what?
The Global Extension Team?
Global Extension Team
It's
is the
there,
team
okay.
that forms new Lions clubs.
That forms new lines.
Forms new Lions clubs or clubs with,
That need help.
what?
Clubs that need help too.
Like a
Yeah.
retention as well?
So, well, if a club is in problems, a Global Extension Team can help them.
Okay.
But normally it ends up that it's not just the Global Extension Team that helps them.
The whole team.
It's
The
the
whole
leadership team, the membership team, and the service team. It's not one person, it's a team who helps you. So district conventions, the Red Line Hotel, this year and as well as next year in Sacramento. If you haven't been to a convention, I'd highly recommend it. Boy, something didn't work well there, did it? Okay, what am I doing?
You just gotta click on the 22 again and it'll open up. If it's not, just press the escape key.
So the rest of this presentation was going to be on what the multiple district and the district and international does for you. But that's not why you join Lions. But I've gone over a lot of that information already. So what I'm gonna go over the rest of the meeting is about membership and joining a Lions Club. Yep. Membership is a two-sided, two-edged sword. It's not only what the club can do for you, help support you, help build you as both as an individual and on your, if you have a committee or whatever, it's what you can do for the club. It works both directions. It's, if you're not happy with your Lions Club, you can't change it from outside, you have to change it from within. If it gets up to you wanna quit, don't quit. Give me a call and I'll help you transfer and find another Lions Club. Okay? I've seen, a few years back, we called everyone who resigned from Lions for the first 6 months of the year. And guess what one of the reasons was? Well, I'll give you some of them. You don't have to guess. People would join a Lions Club and then they're not allowed to take and have a voice in anything. They join a Lions Club and they go to a dinner and they're not recognized. What I mean is, no one talks to them. They're sitting at tables and cliques. You can't sit here, this is meant for some of the older members. You have to sit over there. You know, it's not inclusive. They have new ideas that they come up with that want to support their community, and all they hear is, well, we tried that before and it didn't work. No, that's a stupid idea. I've come up with a couple stupid ideas. But that's that's why they quit. I didn't have anyone who responded that I quit because the dues were too high or the expenses were too high. That's been an excuse, but not the reason. So, what can you do if you're not satisfied with the club? Transfer. I've been in another Lions Club. There were some things that I didn't want to do or that were more convenient for me transferring. It was better for both Yvonne and I. So we transferred to another Lions Club. If that hasn't been a problem. If you find out you're not satisfied with the Lions Club, start going to other Lions Clubs and doing visitations. Yeah? It's too important on the things you can do as a Lions member to drop out. You can't change from the outside, you only can change from within. You know, you have a lion who's very happy being a lion, they'll tell a few people. You have someone who's unsatisfied as a lion and quits because of whatever reason, they're gonna tell 10 more people that it's a stupid organization to belong to. So, you know, you don't get much from not being satisfied. It's very bad for the organization, it's bad for the club, and it doesn't help you as a lion. So, membership. Who's responsible for membership? Membership chair? No. You are. Every member is responsible for membership. Whether you ask whoever to be a member, your mother, your father, your daughter, your son. Our son, I asked for years to be a member and it was no, can't do it, too busy. My wife says, Michael, you want to become a member? And he says, okay. So she sponsored my son, I wasn't able to. But each member is responsible for membership. Each member has obligations to the organization you're joining. Otherwise, why join the organization? It makes no sense not to join, or to join, if you're not getting anything out of it. There's a lot of benefits for being a lion, like I mentioned earlier. There's a lot of training benefits. There's a lot of benefits that help you emotionally, that help for doing good for the community. You get to meet an awful lot of nice people. You get to provide services for the community that things wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you. We belong to several organizations through Lions. One of them is through the Lions Eye Foundation. We pay $7 a member per year for the Eye Foundation.
$9.
$9? $9 a year. You have a club at 20, that's $180. But what it does, it gives you the opportunity to send someone into the foundation that doesn't have sufficient insurance to cover their eye needs. Maybe they have cross eyes, or they need cataracts, or whatever. San Bruno sent someone in that had crossed eyes. And if you don't get them fixed by a certain age, it's going to be, the longer you wait, the more difficult it is to fix. San Bruno sent him in, they got the operation, And, you know, it's spent what, $50,000-$60,000
Easy.
easy for the operations for that child. And it costs them a couple $100 a year in dues. That's like an insurance policy, right? How many people carry life insurance policy? You don't carry life insurance or health insurance policy. You don't carry it because you feel you're gonna, I don't wanna carry it because I'm not gonna get sick anyway. You carry it anyway, just in case. Well, that's what we do with the dues for like the Lions Eye Foundation or some of the other organizations we pay. It just, in case we need it. When I belonged to the Pacific Alliance Club, we were there for a long time, huh? It was a question at one time whether we were going to, yeah, getting close. We were gonna take and cancel the Eye Foundation or not. And then we had two people who needed $30,000 surgeries each for cataracts. And that basically paid the dues for the foundation for the next 50 years. It's something, they would have gone blind if we hadn't been a member of the Eye Foundation. Same thing with Canine Companions and a lot of other organizations we can belong to. So you get to support a lot of different organizations as a Lion, which is very important for members. So, question is, why did you become a Lion? It was to serve your community. You saw a need within your community and you wanted it filled. That's why you joined. If you're not getting that feeling that you're not filling a need, let me know and I'll help you find another Lions Club. Is that fair enough?
Sure.
Oh, any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you go out and get a member?
How do I get a member? You ask.
You drag me.
How did you get that bike when you were a kid? You asked your parents for a bike. It's the same thing with Lions. You have to ask. You have to ask people who, your relatives, of course, people in your church, people you respect, people at your work. So, do a 1-minute speech, an elevator speech. Why are you alive? What does it do for you? Not the cost, not what you have to do for doing it, but what it makes you feel. That's why people join, for that feeling. They don't join because they know it's gonna cost a couple $100 a year. Or if you do all the visitations, maybe a few thousand. But that's not why they join. They join for that feeling. So do a 1-minute elevator speech and then practice it. And then try it out. Talk to a friend or an acquaintance. Say, you really should come to our club. We do a lot for the community. This is what we do for the community, and this is who we help. If it wasn't for us, these organizations would not be in existence or would have a very difficult time. We helped with the food giveaway. We helped food pantries before. Some of them would have a difficult time taking and surviving without the help of Lions. So there's a lot of things we do. But think of what your club does. Think of what you do. Think of what makes you feel good. Put that in your speech, practice it, and then ask someone to be a Lion, and that's why. Make sense? Yeah?
Well, I was just wondering, is it the membership chair that's gonna go out and ask all these people to join, or is it a team that the
No.
membership chair develops?
The membership chair is to take and support the members and giving them and providing them information to take and get members. The line member is the one who asks others to join. So it's like earlier I described what the GAT was, Global Action Team. Global Action Team leader is the district governor. What does he do? He just sets policy and tells leadership, membership, and service and extension on what to do and what the programs he expects for the following year. He doesn't do the work, they do. Go to leadership, they don't do the work, they have people underneath them do the work. So Kevin got a lot of credit for being a global leadership, but he actually didn't do any of the work. Just kidding. So, yeah, I shouldn't pick on people that are bigger than me. I ain't gonna pay for that. Your membership chair is a chairman in their club for all the members in their club. The members in their club are in the membership chairs committee. They're the ones who are expected to get new members. The membership chair is the one who's setting up a program and giving the members information to help them get new members. That make sense? So every member is responsible for membership, not just the membership chair. They set up a program to make it easy for you. Time up?
Questions?
Do what you gotta do.
Questions?
Read the list.
Questions?
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 I think one of the avenue to increase the membership for each club is also creating a branch club. Is that so?
Well, a branch club is extension.
That's extension.
So a branch club is formed because you have a new club that wants to start a new club, but they don't have
Enough.
the sufficient number of members to start. So what a club does is they take that branch club under their wings, and they help them form projects, build officers, help them get new
volunteers.
members, and support for that branch club. And eventually that branch club will leave the club,
When they reach a
they'll
certain.
drop 20 members, and they'll form a new club. And then normally that club would be the sponsor of that new club. So it's just a method of starting a new club. It's really helpful when you don't have 20 members to take and start a brand new club. That there's some things that are missing in the branch. Maybe you have even 15 members, but there's some things that are missing that maybe you don't have the leadership, maybe you don't have enough projects or ideas for service or fundraising. So you become a branch club so that parent club can take and help support you in building your club to a position where you can become a valid Lions Club. That's the purpose of a branch club. Any other questions? Did that answer you?
Yes.
Any other questions?
Yes, what happens if there are people who want to join, but they can't afford it with the economy the way it is right now? Is there any accommodations?
No.
They will become a volunteers. They just wanna be a
Yeah.
volunteers, but not part of the Lions Club, because there are dues.
So
Yeah, and then,
you don't have to be a Lion to take and support a Lions Club. You don't have to be a Lion to work on the projects. So if you have a food giveaway as an example, or medical mission, or a pancake breakfast, whatever, they can come and help you provide the service, provide work in that fundraiser. If you're doing a vision screening, they can come in and help you do the vision screening, which would be a service project. They don't necessarily have to be a member, okay? Can't afford it, they still can help.
Okay, there's no discounts or,
No,
okay.
Emil, can you explain to us the membership types so they can be the membership
Okay.
types?
Regular membership, which most of us are.
Regular, campus, something, layers,
That's family.
The what?
Family.
family,
Family membership.
campus.
Family membership is basically a membership where, like Yvonne and I, so husband and wife, we live under the same roof,
Same as
so
us.
we're able to claim a family membership. So the primary member would pay full dues to Lions Clubs International. The spouse or the family member, whether it be the spouse or the child, mother, father, as long as they're living in the same house, they would only have to pay half the dues, except for multiple district. Multiple district does not recognize family members, you pay full dues for both. There are some restrictions for a family member. One of them is if you have 76 members in your club, normally you're allowed, it would round up from 76, you'd have 8 votes, right? If 2 of those are family members, they don't count towards the total count in the club. So you may end up only with 7 votes instead of 8,
That's because
okay?
Make him a regular member. Make him a regular member.
You
That's
could.
it.
they're a regular member and they pay full dues and you get
That's
credit.
it, that's it.
But
Yes.
if it's a
Not- but-
family,
But
yeah.
if it's family, they don't.
For household.
Right, so anytime you do not pay full dues, you're not counted towards a membership count as far as voting is concerned. For the membership count only, you still can vote as long as your club appoints you as
As a
a
delegate.
delegate for an election. You still can vote, that's not a problem. You just can't, it's not counted towards the total number of votes allowable for that club.
Yes. And then other, besides family, what other membership?
Leo is another one.
Which one?
Leo.
The
Leo
Leos-
member? If you're a Leo, you can transfer over into being a Lion, and you get a discount on dues for international. I don't think that's recognized in the multiple, is it?
It is.
It is?
Don't pay dues at the multiple.
Leo doesn't pay.
Students and
So-
Leos don't.
And there are 2 types of Leo, Alpha and Omega.
No,
Yeah, so
Emil,
they could become a Lion,
he's
yeah?
talking about Leo dues. We don't have anything to
Oh.
do with Leo dues.
No, we
No,
don't.
just for
The
discussion
Leos-
purposes.
As far as the Leos are concerned, they don't count towards your membership. You can have a Leos club, and the club would be responsible for paying $100 a year to Lions Clubs International for your Leos club. But the Leos club, their own membership doesn't count towards the club's membership nor towards the voting or anything else. Yeah. Purpose of the Leos is to give Leos responsibility for learning, teaching one.
He can.
And provide
as a
services.
volunteer, you can ask, because this
Sure,
is a
you can-
question.
But Leos aren't there to provide grunt work for the Lions Club. So if you have it's gotta be more than doing cleanup for your club. You gotta take and support that club by providing services to those Leos, help them grow. Okay, that's the purpose of a Leos Club, to help the individuals grow. Not to wash the dishes. Gotta be more than that. Okay, what are some of the other ones?
And some of them-
Affiliate member, Affiliate member is a member of another Lions Club.
No.
Oh,
that's
good, I needed
associate.
that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, affiliate
No, I
members.
needed my glasses so I could read what you gave me. Okay,
I think they're up there.
active member, that's the most common one we have in the club. That's everyone who works on projects, goes to memberships, meetings, and pays dues is an active member. Associate member, a member of another Lions Club. That's the important part. Associate member wants to help support your club and work on the projects. That's what they do. They belong to another's club, and they join your club as an associate member. Some clubs do not charge membership fee for associate members. Most clubs do.
In the international, when you created a club, is there any button there that say associate member?
You can't enter it on the internet. You have to send a letter to the international
I see.
stating the
You have
name,
it
the the membership ID number and the
Okay.
club they belong to, and their full name and the name of that Lions Club to international, and they'll enter it as an associate member in your club.
Oh,
If you drop an associate member, you have to send an email to international membership and tell them the same thing. So that's how they're put in.
okay.
As it stands right now, the portal does not take and accept associate members. I don't know why, but they don't.
Because they're not recognized as billable, countable hour, Lions for LCI.
There you go. No money.
Well, I asked the question.
Honorary members, individuals recognized for outstanding service may be granted honorary membership. Dues for an honorary member are paid by the club, not by the person you're recognizing.
So that is, the honorary members is like, recognized by each club, like how many years you've been,
It's up to the club.
it's up to the
It could
club.
be anything.
So you have someone in your community, could be a mayor, could be an individual who provides a lot of services to the community
Mhm.
that you recognize as filling some of the needs of your club and he just does a lot for the community. You may wanna recognize him as an honorary member of the club. You can put that in the category and as an honorary member, but the club pays the dues. He does not pay any dues to your club. Life member. Life member, you have to be a member for 15 or more years. And 15 and over 70, or 20 years. It's a club recognition. The board of directors has to approve all life memberships. Okay? The fee now is $600,
A year,
No.
one
No.
time.
one time.
one time?
Oh, wow, that's.
So,
Okay.
used to be different. I became a life member, Yvonne got it for me, and she paid $300. I paid $400 for her,
Inflation.
because she's more expensive than I am.
She's more worth it than you are.
So
Point
the,
well taken.
so the price the international will dictate the price or that?
Now it's $600.
Now it's $600.
What Life Membership at Lions Clubs International does, it says you don't have to pay international dues anymore for the rest of your life, as long as you're alive and a member of a club,
Mm.
okay?
But you have to pay for the multiple district.
Multiple district and
And
district
the
dues are
district.
still
Still,
payable.
What is the qualification of a lifetime membership?
15 years, right? And
20 years,
20 years.
Straight,
unless you're 70
Straight.
years old.
something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
20
if
years
you-
or 70 years old.
if you're over, I'm sorry, if you're over 70 years old, it can be
No.
15 years.
I'm voting against it.
Oh, I don't understand, because let's say, for example, you recruited this lion person who was 68 years old, and then in 2 years she becomes 70 years old, she will not be able to.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to do it, Angie. Normally, it's an honor or recognition for
By the club.
years and years of service by the
Yeah,
club.
by the club.
So it's the
that's
spirit,
why-
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the spirit of
Yeah.
what that recognition is.
So it's an honor given by the board of directors. A member can request it, but it doesn't make any difference. The board of directors has to approve it.
Okay.
I'm taking
So-
a step further, I think the club
And
would have to also.
The board of directors should only approve a life membership if that person has done something exemplary for their club. I don't think it should, personal opinion, I don't think it should just be given out to everybody.
Well, in a situation like with Daly City Host, the board of directors is only allowed to spend a certain amount of money without going to the membership. And life membership is more than the board is
Yeah,
allowed to spend.
$600.
So the entire membership would have to be
I
in
would say
support of
in
it.
most cases, the
So-
entire club would make that decision.
And they should be, because, you know, it's one of those things that it impacts the financials of the company, of the organization.
So our club has 23 life members, Yvonne.
You have 23?
22,
How old is your club though?
Wow.
How old is your club?
70,
Your club is 80
Seven-
years, 70 years old. Of course you would have those many members, but we're talking about a new club that was started like 8 years ago, so they're not gonna
How old are
have.
we?
Yeah.
So
We'll be 85
you don't have to worry
in
about it
February.
for
Mhm.
another 10 years.
Hey,
So, next one is member at large. Member at large is a regular member who can attend all the meetings because he's not able to,
Yes.
whether because he's sick, whether it was because, like, my son works a swing shift and he can't come to any of the meetings because he works swing.
So you call it inactive,
At large.
At large.
At
at
large.
large, members at large. What is it? Members at large.
Privileged member is a member with 15 or more years of service who has to relinquish active status due to certain circumstances, like having a heart attack
I see.
or illness or whatever. Student member, if you're going to school within a certain age, you can claim being a student member. I don't know how many we have student members in our district. We used to have one.
We have 17 students and Leo Lions. So those are both kind of in the same category because they only pay half dues.
Yeah, so again, because it's half dues, that affects your delegate count. So if you have 87 members, you have 2 that are student members, it means you don't have 8 members, or you
Eight
don't have
votes.
8 members doing a voting, you only have 7, because it drops you below that 75, okay? Family membership,
Already went through that.
we already did that. Okay, Leo Lion. And I went over affiliate member, I think, didn't I?
No.
Affiliate member, individuals who want to support the club, but may not be able to participate as active members.
Checkbook members.
Checkbook,
Checkbook members.
yeah, donors.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do all these distinctions, it just gives you an overview in case that's what you decide to do.
That's right.
It
Puts a whole
gives-
lot of extra work on the secretary, to be quite frankly.
Well, in our case, we have 2 at-large members and the rest are all regular. And the at-large members have all been members for longer than 35 years. And
So-
they're tired.
So they just say,
Realistically, how many clubs list their members as affiliate or not, or is not active or whatever? Okay, you do, way to go, you're following the rules.
our club, we have some affiliate members, but because now I just found out that we have to send the name to the international.
Yeah, that's associate members.
Oh, associate members,
Yeah.
not affiliate.
But the other ones, like affiliate or non-active members, or, a lot of clubs just report them as regular members. they just do. It doesn't make a difference as far as your dues are concerned.
It does
It
not.
does make a difference
It
as if you report it as a Leo, as a Lion, Leo Lion, or as a family membership, or those ones, any ones with the discounted dues do make a difference, yes. Makes a difference on the dues. So, it's up to your club whether there's a discount on those dues or not. Some of the clubs will have, say, $100 for dues. If you're a family member, they'll still charge you $100 a member. The club gets a benefit. Some members will reduce it by $25 or whatever,
But when you report it to the LCI,
but
they will take out
it-
that
that
discount.
makes a difference on the
Yeah.
dues that the club pays.
Uh-huh.
It may not make a difference as far as the membership dues, that depends on your club and what your club decides to do for those particular classifications of members. So the one membership classification is an example for people who cannot attend meetings, but they want to support your club, so they just want to be a member. Some clubs charge more for that privilege. Since they're not active and not participating in activities, they may charge them $150 versus $100 for a regular member. It's up to the board of directors.
So, we do have members at large in my club. We call them cyber members from Philippines or other part of state, but they do pay the regular membership, just
Yeah.
so to help us out with any projects.
LCI charges you the regular
Regular
amount, there's no
membership.
difference for that.
So, the only thing that does is helps your club as far as voting is concerned, and gives you more money. Question is, how much more does that cost your club for support? Yeah. If, that's part of the admin budgeting. You have to know what it costs your club to take and maintain a member. It comes, if you send out newsletters, if you provide pins, if you provide, shirts,
That's all right.
jackets with Lions logo, it depends on what you provide and how you provide it. So, you know, if you're gonna provide a lot of services to all of your members, whether they be active or inactive, well, you may wanna reconsider your due structure.
You also have to decide what your culture of your club is. Like, in my club, we have 11 of our members live out of state. We're not gonna charge them extra money. They're supporting the club, cause they could quit. They're supporting the club, so we consider them full members. When they can attend, they attend, cause we do our meetings hybrid, we do them online.
Okay.
So you get to set the tone. On a personal note, I 100% disagree with altering your due structure, but again, that's up to your club. I
I've
think-
seen it both ways.
I know, I'm just saying, in today's Lions, if you're promoting a culture of inclusivity and a level playing field, that might not be the way you wanna go. But again, it's your club, you get to decide how you wanna do it.
Well, and the other thing is too, is the various categories of membership determine who can vote in your club, who can hold office. And sometimes you have somebody who, I don't know, like in our case, our board meeting meets on Zoom. So if we have somebody who can't participate in the service activities, why make them an at-large person when they might be a valuable contributor to the board of directors? And if we did that, then they couldn't be on the board. So as CC Kevin said, it's really up to you. To me, if you want people to feel like they're an important part of Lions, don't make them different, make everybody be the same. Except, of course, where you wanna honor longevity and service through the life membership. I'm all in favor of that if it's been earned. But, you know,
It also encourages them to stay with
stay a
the
long
club.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
And Mario just came in and reminded us that it's 2:30.
Time. So,
Thank you.
I'm always available. Give me a call. If I don't answer the phone,
The message.
Yvonne will answer.
leave a message or call Yvonne.
How old is a
But
Leo Alpha?
anytime I'd be more than willing to help you out.
Oh,
35.
Just one last comment.
Oh, Alpha knows 18.
18.
Omega's
18
35.
13 to 18.
Yeah,
Oh,
Omega's
still
35.
talking this way.
35.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's easy to get a member, but to retain them, it's hard. That's the problem.
It's hard,
You know,
it's hard, it can
because,
be hard, it doesn't have to be hard. The
We
question
just-
is,
we
Probably, do
asked
they
them
have the
to-
potential to be
to
a
come.
Get 'em
civic
involved.
community
Huh?
or
We just asked the
community
GDP to come to the
participation?
comments.
These are the things sometimes, as
A lot of
even
it
as
is-
a member, we are a quandary. Sometimes we always say we are busy. These are the things sometimes you
A
hear.
lot of it is involvement. If you don't get them involvement, they're not gonna stay. They're not gonna.
That's what I'm saying.
If they don't see a reason to stay, they're moving on. It's up to the club and up to the members to make sure that all your members have a reason to stay.
and what's that reason though? Let's talk about that.
Involvement.
Not just involvement, passion. When's the last time you asked a member what they wanted to do? If you could do a service project, what would you like to do? I mean, the formula's simple, and I think what happens, we get stuck in what's not happening and what we can make happen. If you ask your member what they want to do, and then you ensure that they have success doing it, what happens? Now you have a happy lion. Then when they're at home talking to their friends and family,
Well,
excuse me, I'm still talking.
Emil,
Excuse me, I'm still talking, sir. Please don't
Okay.
interrupt me, let me say, because this is important, because you've had a lot of comments about what's not happening. I'd like to speak to what can happen, okay? If we're gonna be, as a leader and a past president, if you continue to be focused on what's not happening instead of how we can empower Lions to do what they want, you have to be the person that's gonna change the narrative to make that change and make that split. So if we become curious and ask our members what they want, and then empower them to be able to be successful in that, that makes a happy lion. What do happy lions do? They stay, and then they tell their friends. That's how we're gonna change this and start to grow our members, not lose members. People leave because they're not unhappy, they're unhappy, they're not being heard, they're not being included, they're not being allowed to do the things they wanna do to serve.
Well, it's easier said than done. But you know,
It's easier said
membership,
than done.
this one is
You say it's
volunteer.
not being done and then you
It's a
don't help them do
volunteer,
it.
volunteer thing, meaning you cannot force me to join you or to participate in your, my point is, you have to have some sort of fellowship meeting or sometimes drinking session or whatever. Then that's how you pep up your relationship with them. There's a component of reason. As a corporate mind, you know, these are the things we should understand. Not the passion. Passion is what? For bombastic things? Is this passion?
The reason you get passion is because what you do and what the club does for you. That's where you get the passion. You can't get passion by being ignored. You can't get passion by not being supported for your ideas or stuff within the club.